everyone, welcome back to Caspian Ardi. How are you feeling today? In this video, we're going to learn some special uses of verb to be, is, and are. So whether you are starter level or advanced level, this lesson is for you because everybody makes this kind of mistakes. So if you're ready, let's get started. First, we're going to start by doing little quiz. Later, I'll explain you where to use them and how to use them. And then last, we're going to summarize what we've learned today by doing some exercises. So here we go. Okay, now, is or are. We have 5 different sentences and we need to choose whether is or are. Everyone then here. So what do you think? What is the answer? If you don't know, don't worry because this is my job today to teach you how to use is and are. So just write your answers down or keep it in your mind. Later on, I'll show them one by one. Okay? So what do you think? Okay, so if you said everyone is here, you are correct. But if you're not correct, again, it's okay because today we will learn why we're saying everyone is here, okay? Then second, some of the advice helpful. What do you think? Some of the advice is or are? Okay, so basically here, some of the advice is, okay? Later I'll explain again. Then these chairs old. Is or are? What do you think? Okay, cool. And then anybody home is? Okay, sorry. These chairs old. What do you think? Yes, these chairs are old. Cool. So let me also write the answers here so that we won't confuse. Anybody home? What do you think? Okay, is anybody home? All right. And all the kids excited for the upcoming field trip. What do you think? All the kids are. Okay, lovely. So why we're using here is and here are, and like what is the rule for this? Very simple. Let's check them together. Okay, so now look at the board. Here we have 3 different parts. Let me say this is the first one and the second one and these 2 third one. Okay, now I'll explain all of it very slowly. If you have questions, just make sure that you're writing it in the comments section. I'll be answering all of your questions, right? So, someone, somebody, everyone, everybody, no one, nobody. These words, sometimes they're super confusing because they look like when we say somebody, it looks like there are many people, right? We're talking about. But actually, in English, we need to think of these words like someone, somebody, everyone, everybody, no one, nobody as a group. And this is just one, okay? So that's why we need to use singular verb here. So when I say singular verb, it means is. Okay? For example, somebody is here. Somebody is cooking. No one is here. So you can just use whatever word you use after is, but after someone or these other words, you need to use is, not are, okay? Because it's like it is considered singular, not plural, okay? Singular, always it means something one, is, okay? Plural, that is are. All right? So someone, somebody, everyone, everybody, no one, nobody, these words are singular. And just pay attention here how I wrote no one. Only no one is written, like 2 words separately. No one. But the rest just how? Together. All right? Lovely. Now let's continue with the second one. Here we have these, that, these, those. Okay, first let's see the difference between them. Then we will go whether we use is or are there. All right, so this and that, it means something one, singular. Okay, so that's why after these and that we use is. Okay, then these and those, they are plural, and after them we always use are. Okay, so why? What do they mean? This, for example, here I put my pen and I said, this is my pen. This is one. Okay, one. This is. And then when I talk about something little far from me, then I said, okay, that is the door. That. One door, that's why I said that. But these and those, these again, near me, okay? Those far away from me. Again, but this time plural, more, many, okay? So if I have like two, then I say these pens, for example, are mine. These pens are. These flowers are. Many, not one, okay? But if I'm talking about, again, many things, but far from me, then I said, okay, those are. For example, oh, leave them. Those are my books. Those are my books. My books not near me, far. Okay, those are. So here, this is the meaning difference, but keep in your mind, this, that is, this is, that is, these are, those are. Okay, lovely. And then let's continue with the third one. Actually, I think this is the most confusing one for some people, for some of my students. If you're very careful, when you start building these kind of sentences, then automatically you're going to build correct sentences because the rule is simple. So we have all, most, some, none, right? And then here I used all of the advice, okay? And here I said all of the kids. I hope you can follow me. Let me write it. All of the advice, okay? And here I'll go with most, okay? Most of the kids. Okay. Here, actually, my friend, the most important thing is not all, not most, not some, none of. We're not like, we're using it, but the rule is not about them. The rule is about the word that you're using after all, after most, and after some in them. For example, here I said all of the advice. But here I said most of the kids. Okay. Now, in English, we have countable and uncountable, right? So, advice is uncountable. Kids is countable. So, if we're using uncountable word like advice, okay, like money, then after it, I need to use is. Because we cannot count them, that's why we consider it like one. So all of the advice is helpful, useful, okay? Most of the kids are. Most of the kids are playing. Most of the kids are going to the school, kind of, okay? So here is, but after kids are. Why? It's because one is countable, one is uncountable. Are we paying attention to almost none? No. Okay? Only the word that you're using after them. For example, none of the kids. Okay? Again, plural. None of the kids are going to the school today. Today is Sunday. Okay? So that's why just pay attention to the word that you're using. Here I just selected 5 different words that can be confusing when it comes to decide whether they are countable or uncountable. So here we have physics, economics, education, English, and French. Even if I have S after physics and economics, they are singular and they are uncountable. Okay, so you say physics is hard. Physics is fun. For me, it was always hard. Okay, economics is. Okay, just don't pay attention that S. Even we're using it, it's singular. And then education. Education, we cannot count like one education, two education, okay? So that's why education is also uncountable. So after it, we're using is. Education is the most important. And then English and French, languages. Languages, they are always singular, is. English is. French is. Japanese is. Fun, okay? So this is just a bonus little note for you, these 5 words. Other than that, these 3 steps, I hope that they're clear. But let's look at this one now, because now we can understand why we chose is and are here. Now you can understand why everyone is, right? Because everyone we consider it as one group. That's why we're using is. And now you're like you know that why we're using after advice is some of the advice. Even we're using some, it looks like many, but advice is uncountable. That's why we're using is. These chairs are old. Just pay attention. Chairs, many, and these, many, near me. So that's why are, okay? Is anybody home? Again, anybody, somebody, everybody, no one, nobody. Is all the kids are. Even we have all, it's okay, many, but very important thing is what? Kids. More than one, and it's countable. We can count 10 kids, 100 kids, 1,000 kids. So all the kids are excited for the upcoming field trip. Okay? Cool. Now it's your turn. We will do one very fun activity. Here we go. Okay, my friends. So here is the exercise. Just check these 5 different sentences and try to decide whether we're using is or are there. Then I'll show you the answers and explain why. Okay? Cool. Okay, so 1. Is someone in the group able to solve the problem? Because what? Someone. Okay? Most of the students countable. 1 student, 2 student, and then most of the students are paying attention during the online lecture. Okay, lovely. These fonts are expensive. Everything is ready. Everything, everyone, everybody, all of the information is accurate because we're paying attention to the information, and information is uncountable. We cannot say 1 information, 2 information, okay? So that's why all the information is accurate, correct. And one very important thing, my friend, here I want to mention, of course, is and are, this is for which tense? Present tense. But if you want to talk about past or the future, then you need to change this accordingly. Okay, for example, if you want to talk about past, is, the rule applies like same, but you need to change just is with what? Was. Are with what? Were. So don't forget this one as well. So this is all for today, my friend. Thank you so much for watching me. Take care of yourself. Stay awesome. Stay connected. See you soon.